And now, after driving the WRX in California, we're going to talk to Charles Trieu, the editor-in-chief of ImportTuner.com, who shared his impressions of the new car that we drove in California.
Well, now my favorite part of the show, sharing the impressions with my driver partners. So we just drove for about, almost over 200 miles in the new 2015 Subaru WRX. What's your first thought about it?
I love it. It's really rigid, and I really do like turbo cars. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And what about the automatic transmission versus the manual?
The automatic, I didn't have too much experience with because we had a little run-in with the highway patrol, and they kind of told me to slow down and warned me not to do it again. So,
but in fact, Justice, I have to say, we weren't speeding that much. I mean, we were going in he claims 55 and a 35 or something like that.
Something like that, something ridiculous.
But I mean, it was bad. But anyways, the car really, I agree with you. It feels really, really stiff, and like the engine is more than powerful enough for this kind of car. Even though it's a little bit heavier than the previous generation, they told us. But still a pretty good drive, huh?
Yeah, they somehow balanced it out. The steering input's really, really nice and sensitive, and the brakes work well, so it doesn't feel heavy at all to me.
Yeah. And Charles, you do your publication specializes in Japanese cars and in cars that are modified, like tuning. So this is like the perfect car for that kind of hobby, right?
Yeah, the WRX has been really successful the last few generations that they've had. People do everything to these cars. It's really popular to upgrade the turbocharger, suspension, interior, exterior, everything.
So if you could have a project like this, how much money would you spend and what would you do with it?
It'd be sky's the limit. I would love to put like $100,000 into this car.
Really? That's
yeah.
And what would you do? That's a lot of money.
It would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, but what like the most realistic thing? What most people do with these cars?
Most people probably just change out the wheels, tighten up the suspension a little bit so they'd lower it, and then a few little things added to that. They wouldn't put in $100,000. They'd probably stop around 5 to 10.
Yeah. Well, the car, it's a very good car to begin with, right? I mean, for the looks of it, it's really nice. The actual the regular wheels are pretty cool looking, black and with cool design and everything.
Yeah, I think that's why it's so popular. Out of the box, it's probably the best car I can think of, like for a daily driver that wants to have some spirited, fun driving. You can take it to the track, bone stock, and you can have a lot of fun. It's all-wheel drive. It's turbo. It's a 4-cylinder, so it gets decent gas mileage. It can do everything. You can go get groceries in it. It's got 4 doors. You can put a lot of people into it. You can go up to the mountains and go skiing in the snow. You can do anything with this car.
Yeah, Subaru is putting out a lot of good product lately. And even though this is not one of the most popular in terms of sales, it is very popular in terms of the fan base that this car has. And they're very loyal with this car. Huh?
Yeah, Subaru I think has the #1 loyalty of any OEM manufacturer. It's just, and if you ever tried to look for a used Subaru, you'll see the resale value is really high. People that know about Subaru are willing to pay quite a bit for them.
Yeah. So can you share a little bit about information about your publication? Where can our audience look for what you do?
I run Import Tuner magazine, which has been around since I think about 1998. We're based in Southern California, and we cover the import lifestyle car culture. So that's mainly Japanese cars, the aftermarket scene, modified cars, everything from drifting to racing, to car shows, to import models, and everything.
So where can the webpage so we can look for it?
You can pick up a copy at any newsstand, any Walmart, any Barnes & Nobles, any 7-Eleven, or you can just get online and check us out at ImportTuner.com. Or if you have Instagram or Facebook, you can find us there as well.
Excellent. Well, hopefully the next time we drive together, we don't see many cars on the road.
I'll try not to do that again.
It wasn't your fault. I think we did fine. It was the cop's fault, I think. You ruined our day in a little way. But we didn't get a ticket, so it was,
yeah,
that was a good part. Thank you, Charles.
All right, thank you.